Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. We're going to discuss the RTI appeal process when there is no reply within 30 days. The slide shows the first step, waiting for the 30-day period to end. According to the RTI Act, the Public Information Officer must respond within 30 days of receiving your RTI application. If you don't get a reply within that time, or if the reply is incomplete or unsatisfactory, you have the option to file a first appeal. We'll cover the entire process step by step, so stay with me as we go through it. All right, now let's move on to the second step, filing your first appeal. First, you'll want to visit the same website we discussed earlier, which is https://rdonline.up.gov.in. Once you're on the home page, look for the option that says Submit First Appeal and click on it. Next, you'll need to fill in some important details. Start with your RTI registration number, that's your unique reference. Then enter your name and address so they know exactly who is making the appeal. You'll also need to specify the reason for your appeal. For example, if you didn't receive a reply within the expected 30 days, you can mention that. Or, if the reply you got was incomplete or unsatisfactory, you should note that as well. And here's a helpful tip. If you have any reply from the Public Information Officer, or PIO, you can upload that document as a PDF attachment. This makes your appeal more comprehensive and easier to process. So remember, this step is about clearly presenting your case and attaching any relevant documents to support your appeal. It's a straightforward process, but paying attention to these details makes a big difference in how effectively your appeal is handled. Now, let's move on to step 3, the first appeal fee. In Uttar Pradesh, the good news is that there is no fee required for filing the first appeal. That's right, it is completely free of cost. This is an important point because it lowers the barrier for individuals seeking to challenge a decision or bring their case forward. Not having to pay a fee makes the process more accessible and encourages people to exercise their right to appeal without worrying about additional expenses. So remember, when you're filing your first appeal in Uttar Pradesh, you won't need to pay anything up front. This step is designed to be as straightforward and affordable as possible, aligning with the overall goal of making the legal process more accessible for everyone. Now, let's move on to step 4, submit the appeal. Once you've submitted your appeal, you'll immediately receive an appeal registration number. This number is very important because it serves as your unique reference for that particular appeal. Make sure to write it down carefully and keep it in a safe place. You'll need this number later on to check the status of your appeal or if you need to follow up on anything. Remember, keeping track of this registration number is key to staying organized throughout the entire process. This step ties into the overall theme of managing your appeal efficiently and ensuring you have all the necessary information at your fingertips. Now we come to step 5, hearing or order. At this stage, your appeal will be reviewed by the First Appellate Authority, or FAA. The FAA will look into your case and then has up to 30 days to issue an order or a decision. This period is important because it ensures that your appeal is given proper consideration in a timely manner. If after this process, you're still not satisfied with the outcome, don't worry. You have the option to file a second appeal. This step is part of the overall process to ensure your concerns are thoroughly reviewed and that you have multiple opportunities to seek a favorable resolution. Now, if your first appeal doesn't lead to a satisfactory resolution, or if you don't receive any decision within the expected time, the next step is to file a second appeal. This appeal is made directly to the Uttar Pradesh State Information Commission, or UPSIC for short. You can find their website at UPIC.in, which is a helpful resource for all your appeal-related queries. It's important to note that you can file this second appeal only after 45 days have passed from your first appeal, and only if you haven't received a decision or if the response you got was unsatisfactory. Essentially, this is your formal step to escalate the matter when the initial process hasn't resolved your issue. So remember, the second appeal is a crucial part of the appeal process, giving you a clear pathway to seek resolution through the State Information Commission if other avenues haven't worked out. Now, moving on to helpline and feedback, I want to make sure you know how to reach out if you need any support or have suggestions. If you encounter any technical issues, you can contact our support team at 522-711-8629. But please remember, this helpline is available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For any questions or assistance outside those hours, you can also email us at onlinertohelpline, up@gov.in. And of course, your feedback is really valuable to us. If you have ideas or suggestions on how we can improve, just send them to the same email address. This is all about making the process better for everyone, and your input plays a vital role in that. So don't hesitate to reach out whenever you need help or want to share your thoughts.